I really don't think I have.
Well, you'll see it now.
How are you peeing your pants? You have a tampon in.
What did you say?
She has a tampon in. Are you peeing on your tampon? What?
Okay, who's gonna tell him?
Oh, there's 3 holes.
You have 3 holes down there?
And I pee out of one of them. Not the same one as the tampons.
What are you guys talking about?
Wait, this is real.
Is this true?
Yeah, it's true.
What?
Wait,
Going on?
he's legit.
Welcome to the Lost Losers podcast. I am your host, Mr. John McQuett. Check again.
Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
From Ashland, Kentucky is Jamie Fortney. I hope everyone's doing good. Hold on, Jamie, before we get too deep, I'm gonna let you get on. And if you're watching on YouTube or Rumble, please do us a favor, hit like, hit subscribe, and follow us on all the socials at losers_lost on Twitter and lost_loser_podcast. Let's get into this real quick, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone's doing good. Let's talk about the opening clip before we get too deep. Hold on, buddy.
It's to me, it's obvious it's not acting, and that's what makes it so good to me.
So clearly,
he's made it this far in life.
Well, clearly, and he hasn't seen a vagina since they came out of one, and he probably never thought of looking at one again because he's and he never really thought about it. So when that question came up, it was probably a quite rude awakening for this young
You
man.
say he's gay. I got plenty more ridiculous outfits than that.
Well, I'm not saying he has, just by the way he's dressed, made him that way, but I'm just saying by his demeanor made him and it probably just,
just the fact that he's legit, like he is, that's not acting, obviously. Like he is fully like, wait, what do you mean?
Wait a minute.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
How are you not peeing on your tampon? How are you not doing that? There's 3 holes. Wait, are you serious? You have? How do you have? Well, there's, but you have to give it to this young man, and because you know what? At least he was honest about it, and he sat there and ate it. And my goodness, how funny was that?
Oh my fucking god!
All right, how's everyone doing this week? Is everyone okay? Everyone alive? Everyone good?
For the most part.
Well, I'm glad everyone is doing okay. If you're checking in for the first time, welcome to this crazy podcast. It only gets worse from here. So, if you haven't, or if you have before, and you haven't gone to our fucking Patreon channel yet and donated $5 a month to get the episode a day early and the LLP Sunday playlist, do not come at me. I know I owe you guys like 3 of them. I understand. We're catching up. Things are happening. I promise. Okay. I have a couple more playlist ideas that I'm going to run by Jamie after today, and I promise you we'll get on those for you.
Yep.
Go to there. Get that. Also, YouTube, Rumble, hit subscribe. If you're watching on Spotify, 5-star review. Listening on Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, leave us 5-star review, and let's now go. So to kick off these podcasts, we usually start off with the wishes of the week, and that's how we do it. And that's the weird and interesting shit that has happened to us this week. Basically, it's us getting the shit that bothered us off our chest and probably just, well, trying to make you laugh with it, make you feel better through your week. So let's go. James.
What up?
What's going on? How was your week? Let's talk about them.
I've just been crying at myself all week because I kind of hate myself for doing this on my neck.
Already regretting the tattoo itself, or just the
No.
pain that you're going through?
Just the pain, the placement, and everything. I absolutely love to no end. But
dude, lotion, bro, lotion. It's just not for masturbating.
Lotion
okay?
doesn't make me be able to sleep on my right side.
Well, time will. Okay, and keep lotioning it up, and the more you lotion, the faster it heals.
Yeah, no, I got it all slathered right now. It's good.
I'm telling you, the Malibu tattoo enhancing lotion, bro.
I don't have my stuff up here. It's similar though. But no, I can't sleep on my right side at all. last night was the first night I was starting to be able to cuddle with Haven again. So
was it because? So question. So you got that tattoo across your stomach that says Pallet Life or Pallet Town?
Pallet Town, yeah.
The sex life, the thrusting with that. I mean, you got to kind of do some crunches. Is that I fucked it up a little bit?
So, yeah, last night was it was so bad. And anytime that I accidentally I get a leg cramp and I have to extend my leg out, extending the leg out stretches all that skin and just rips it open, basically.
Sounds like you're gonna have some touch-up. You're gonna have some touch-up work there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm already gonna have some touch-up work on my neck and this. I woke up today with my neck just bleeding.
Oof. Lotion.
And
you're not putting enough lotion. So that's not for masturbating.
I swear I am, but it fucking blows to put it on also.
Yeah.
It's a horrible spot. Both of them are. Stomach and the side of the neck are absolutely horrendous.
But it is, man. Well,
next time when I get my stomach finished up, I'm numbing out as much as I can. Fuck that.
What about your hand? You gonna numb out your hand?
Yes. And so the guy that just did my stomach, he does stick and poke palm tattoos, which are supposed to heal a lot faster and not hurt as much. So I think I'm gonna let him do stick and poke the Imperial Alliance.
You are I love you. I do. You're a fucking circus freak, and I feel like it's my fault. I take the blame. I really do. Not even mad. I'm not even mad at you for what you're doing. I support it. It's your body, your choice.
When I get my gooch done,
just like abortion, and I'm glad you get to do that. I just feel like it might be a little bit my fault. You are the way you are, so I get it. Are you laughing at the abortion joke? That was a pretty good abortion joke, by the way.
Do you want to go with me to get my gooch tattooed eventually?
Why do I want to look at your gooch?
That's what I'm asking you.
And why? No, I don't want to look at your gooch. And second of all, what are you getting tattooed on your gooch?
I think it's probably just gonna be a little like spider or something.
Just do a middle finger.
Yeah, that would be a fucking good one.
I know you have "fuck you" and a middle finger on your chest. The Gigi Allen tattoo.
Finger.
Yeah, I know you do. But you should put the middle finger on your gooch with a ha. Because if someone is there looking at it and they're going to be like, what the ha? Oh, it's going to be pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Whatever dude's going to lick your butthole, he's going to be like, oh, this guy's got a sense of humor.
Yeah, my thought is to be able to show it off, is it going to be better to position it like you're mooning someone or like you're in diaper position?
Oh, mooning someone. You should be able to bend over and spread the cheek, and there should be a middle finger saying ha ha.
Yep, through the jungle. I have to shave myself before that. I'm not going to put the artist through that.
He's going to reshave.
I'll go get waxed.
All right, continue. Let's just get kick on here. We're veering off real quick here.
Oh yeah.
Talking about, let's go. I told you, ladies and gentlemen, this gets downhill real fucking quick.
But not too much. I couldn't work a whole lot. I only had 2 days of work this week because it was only days that we were going picking up cars, because I can't throw around tires and stuff or I'm gonna rip myself open. And so I've been struggling with that a bit and just kind of uneventful. I've cleaned like 3 days this week, just trying to get the house better downstairs and stuff.
Good for you. Good. It's about time you became a good housewife.
Yeah, I like being a stay-at-home dad.
You know, instead of living off your beautiful girlfriend. I can't believe she deals with your shit. It's fine though. I get it.
Dad.
Stay-at-home cat dad.
Yup, that's all I need.
Oh, good for you.
I don't even know what to fucking say to that. Like, what the?
It's my goal in life.
To be a stay-at-home cat dad.
Yeah.
You're my special friend.
Yeah, I got Spider-Man. I got Deep Rock Galactic. I got my friends.
All right. So that's all you had, huh? Just wish,
Yeah, uneventful. I've just been hating
Just
myself
wish-
this week.
just uneventful, wishful thinkings, huh?
No, yeah, I went to my mom's work and we day drank the other day
Nice.
and talked to my buddy Austin for like an hour about him being Norfolk and fucking random women across overseas because he's a sailor.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I worked a lot this week. My back and my hip, my knees are feeling it, ladies and gentlemen. And no, I'm not a sex worker, if you're asking. Just
Worked
an
a
old-
lot, but on
you know.
paper you worked a lot more.
yeah, I didn't. Yeah, it happens. So because my boss called me and she goes, "Hey, I got 2 big projects that need to get done this week. I'm going to come out and help you." I went, "Okay." So we knocked out these 2 big projects pretty quickly. One day, the other the
You
next
gotta
day.
explain how long, yeah. No, you gotta explain the time allotted and stuff because that adds to the story.
Well, one's a 12-hour project that we did in 4, and the other one's a 15-hour project that we did in like right at 5.5. Well, she worked on it about 2.5 hours before I was able to start on it, and then another 3 hours together. So about a 5.5-hour project. One was
Yeah, you guys blew it through.
we
It was
like
ridiculous.
blew through them, like we were moving to get through these, you know. So on day 1, when we're doing the one project that supposed to take like 12 hours,
Yeah.
you know, she is just like eating my lunch, just fucking with me the entire time. Day 2 comes around, gloves are off. Like, here's about the only thing I got in on day 1 that I can call it an eventful evening on day 1 is here. This is one of the best things that happened on day 1 was making black people laugh are amazing. Is the best thing you can do. Making a black woman laugh and high five you is the best thing you can ever do.
Yes.
My boss went,
I've
cracked
had
the
that
joke is just
euphoria.
like, I'm not like any other women. You know, I'm not like any other women. My comment to that was, Maury called and he said, that's a lie. And that black lady lost it, came over, high-fived me. And I'm like, you're welcome. And I was like, I'm proud of myself. Now day 2, gloves are off. I'm like, I'm fucking with you. Like, you're going to fuck with me all day. I'm going to fuck with you right back. And I'm going to go overboard with it.
Oh no.
So my boss called me a fucking cunt in the middle of the aisle.
Yep.
Let me give it some context real quick.
I love that already. Yeah.
Just because, not just a cunt, but a fucking cunt. So let me give that context of, I told you the gloves were off just because she wasn't just not flying out FCs around in the middle of an aisle in front of people. So as the day started, she starts giving me a ration of shit, and I just merely glanced over and I went, listen, after 2 days of working with you, now I understand why some husbands beat their wives. Some people have heard me track that joke before, and they're like, Jesus Christ, but it's a good one. And I keep cracking it because it fits. I'm never going to beat a wife because I'm never going to do that because I'm never going to let myself
you
get
can
that
only
mad.
make jokes like that if you know yourself. Yeah.
I'll scream and yell at somebody and maybe push the envelope, but I'll sit on my fucking hands before I'll never do that.
Exactly. Yeah.
But to see her go, oh, and I went, it just kind of, gotcha, bitch. That shitting grin of mine, and walk off. And she was like, oh. A couple of hours go by, and we're like about ready to finish up the project. And I am now starting to say, the reaction of her calling me the FC was so out of context. Like, I didn't see it coming that I forgot how I set up the joke. Like, I couldn't remember how we got on the conversation for me to set this. And I got to set up the most masculine, downgrading the women joke I could ever, like, any guy could crack without really insulting someone drastically, if that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So I forgot how, and as I'm setting up the joke, I'm like in my head, me on the outside, I'm like this. I'm just sitting here talking, just, hey, oh, you mean this? Oh, you mean that? On the inside, as she is answering the questions the way I want to set this joke up, on the inside, I am the 5-year-old kid getting the big Christmas present delivered to me. Like, when you wake up on Christmas morning and there's the big box and everyone's like, oh, who's the big box belong to?
Yep.
I am sitting on my hands going, freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, this is working. This is happening. And I forgot she talked about like her husband, ex-husband, I don't know, couldn't make context. And she goes, and I said something and she goes, all you men are the same. And I went, whoa. And as soon as she said it, I went, who told you for you to try all of them? And this 5'2" lady popped to a fucking attention. And I mean, and her eyes got real big. Mind you, there's like 4 or 5 people in the aisle with us that are customers. And she goes, oh, you fucking cunt. And I went, oh, and I cried. I just started crying, laughing.
Oh, I also.
I am crisscross applesauce on the like stocking these bottom shelves, like adjusting these shelves, and I am face forward when I went. I'm like, who told you to try all of them? And I watched this lady go from almost the prone position to standing at attention position, and go, oh, you fucking cunt! And I went, oh, I couldn't keep it in. I couldn't help it. And I mean, it was the greatest thing that could have happened. And I'm like, oh. And she was like, I can't fucking work with you no more. I can't fucking do it. And like walked off. And I was like, everybody in the aisles laughing. I am in fucking tears laughing.
Oh, I would be losing my mind
like,
if I heard that even.
She comes back and she's dying laughing. She goes, I cannot believe you just, no, I don't want to talk to you. I can't talk to you no more. I don't want to talk to you about anything else. This is it. Like,
especially around here, I have this theory that people are just almost NPCs. Like, no one's ever going to question what I do or anything. And so anytime I see someone that's a little off, I will just basically laugh at them in their face. Dude, and with Haven and everything, it makes her so uncomfortable.
I felt bad. I talked to her the next day. I'm like, by the way, because she called me the next day about something. And I'm like, by the way, did you realize you called me? I'm like, I'm pretty sure you called me a fucking cunt yesterday. She goes, oh, I did. I'm like, I feel bad for your husband and your kids, lady. And she goes, you feel bad for my fucking husband. She goes, I feel bad for your fucking wife. I'm like, everyone does. It's fine. I'm like, it's okay. I'm like, it's probably I'm like, I'm me for a reason. I'm like, that's probably why I'm in the situation I'm in. It's fine. I'm like, I love everybody. I just know I'm here for everybody. I love everybody. But it was I'm like, goddamn. So that all happened. That moved me into my counseling session. And for everyone that knows, I got a lot of personal shit going on in my life. And I haven't seen my counselor in like 2.5 weeks because she's been on vacation for a family retreat and stuff like this. And
good timing.
Oh yeah, stuff like that. So I see her and she goes, she comes in, she goes, so what's going? She goes, tell me about your week. And I went, and I went on a 45-minute rant about everything that's been going on in my personal life. And the way I did it, and I was standing up like in the office, pacing in the office. I didn't sit down. I like walked in and like, it was like, I walked up on stage, grabbed a microphone. It was like, let me fucking tell you what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and went off about everything. And everybody that knows me personally is just like, oh, yeah. Oh my God, your counselor. Did she check herself into Highland? Is she suicidal? Is she okay? Does she need a hug? Like, what's going on? And I guess I must have presented everything in such a way because I got done sat down, drank some water, and she goes, "Well, you know your time's up, right?" I'm like, "What?" She goes, "By the way, this has probably been one of the best fucking sessions I've ever had in my life." She goes, "This is one of the best sessions ever." She goes, "My sides hurt." She goes, "My chest hurts." She goes, "I think I might have to call 911 because I might have had a heart attack from laughing at your ass." She goes, "Because you have taken all of the wild ass shit that is going on in your fucking life. Quit poking at it, Jamie." And he's poking his tattoo, ladies and gentlemen, for who's not watching on the webcam.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I go, she goes, "You took everything." And she goes, "You just put this in the most she goes, "You need to write everything you just," she goes, "I should have recorded this for you. I should have hit record for you because I know you just data dumped everything you just said."
Yo.
She goes, "I know you," she goes, "because you tell me," she goes, "You get done with the podcast." She goes, "I've asked you a couple questions." You went, I totally forgot I said that. I'm sorry. Let me add some. I think this one, man. I have to go back and look at it now. Fuck. She goes, "I know." She goes, "I should have recorded this for you." She goes, "This was one of the best rants, the funniest things I've ever seen live and in living color." She goes, "This is great." She goes, "You need it." She goes, "You need to take this as a one-man stage." She goes, "Oh," she goes, "You just took everything shitty that has happened to you, made it the best fucking way possible." She goes, my sides hurt. I opened the door to leave the office. There is a mother and her teenage son sitting there, eyes open,
wondering what you look like,
and just fucking start laughing at me. And I'm like, "How you doing?" Lost Losers Podcast, YouTube. Check it out. And I'm like, and they're like, because everyone knows me, I'm not, when I go on my rants, I'm not exactly quiet. And in her office, the walls aren't exactly thick, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I've been in fucking cheap motels that had thicker walls, okay? These are basically...
I had one therapist like that where it was thin ass walls, and it was the worst thing ever because I'm loud as fuck also.
Yeah. Dude, these are basically curtains with plaster on them, okay? Like,
They
this
put
is
a
how
heavy
thick these
door on it.
Yeah. That's
And
it.
then you see the wall like shake every time you close the door because it's too fucking big for it.
Yeah, so that's basically it. And I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was
I
like,
would have loved to see that kid.
dude, that kid here,
Perspective.
if you're watching on YouTube, you get to see me in my gray sweatpants, but I'm going to scoop back. So you, I mean, straight up, perfect posture, like just like this. Like, this kid is looking at me like this. Like, he's... His mom is just... And I walk out, and my counselor is just like, "Well, how'd you go?" And we're just laughing. He was like, "I just went on a rant. I couldn't help it. Couldn't do it no more." I was like, "Fuck." Got everything off. I felt better. I felt good. Went and had a good good day afterwards. So
that mother has never sat a day, has never had one therapy session. That son's the one that's there for it.
I don't even know if they're there. Yeah, he's probably. And
that mom is just like, "Is this what my son does in there?"
No, I just went off. And no, I was, dude, it was like the best way to say it, man. I was like marching around like Chris Brock and fucking Bigger and Blacker, man. If you ever see that, it was just bad. Yeah. I felt good. I feel better.
What does my son say about me in there? Does he talk like this also?
Man, no shit.
Like, I just wonder if I have some thoughts like that.
Yeah, I was just like, God damn. So that leads me. So later that day, same day, I'm over talking with my neighbors, hanging out with the neighbors, chit chat with them on the front porch. I got an Amazon delivery show up to the house. So I go, "Oh shit, my Amazon delivery. Hopefully it's my mosquito fucking repellent so I could sit on my porch again, because the mosquitoes are terrible on my porch." That's why we migrated kind of over there, because they had mosquito repellent. So I'm like, hell yeah. My Amazon delivery. As I'm like halfway like to go get my Amazon delivery.
Your legs give out?
No, my leg didn't get out. My neighbor's wife yells, "Oh, are you getting another purse?" Because for everyone who knows, I bought a Merce because I carry...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, listen. And everyone's like, "Oh yeah, you have a Merce?" Yes, I have a Merce. You know why? Because I have a fucking phone or backup charger, my charging cord, my fucking earbuds, my fucking reading glasses, my sunglasses, my driver's license, my key, or my fucking wallet, my keys. Yeah.
I got my Grateful Dead bag,
Yeah.
and I got my other purses over there.
So I have a Merce. Okay. I don't care. It's a little shoulder bag. It's fine. Strap, got my earbuds, everything. So my neighbor's wife goes, "Oh, I bet he has another Merce." I went, "You're just jealous because mine's better looking than all your purses." So I bet the Amazon delivery driver has one. And I couldn't have picked a better time to say that. Because I'm going to describe the Amazon delivery driver. He jumps out. He's about 5'10", 160 pounds,
All right.
blue spiked hair, and not like dark blue, but let's say sky blue. And I'm like, hey, man. He goes, and as soon as he talks, you automatically go, "Oh, this kid is. I'm going to win this. I am going to win this." I went, "Hey, I got a question for you." He goes, "Yeah, what's going on?" I went, "Do you have a Merce?" He goes, and he goes, "Why?" I'm like, "Because I have a Merce, dude. I have a Merce. I carry my shit in my Merce." He goes, and he looks at me. He goes, he goes, "No." He looks at me. He goes, "Hey, man." He goes, and I don't even have a fucking purse. I went, and he throws me my fucking Amazon package and turns around and walks off. I went, and as soon as he goes, "No," it goes, "Hey, man, and I don't even have a purse." My neighbors are falling out fucking laughing at me. And I'm like, "Fuck you, Amazon driver. Don't have my fucking back. Like, get the fuck off my property, man. Thank you for dropping off my fucking mushrooms. I appreciate it. Kiss my ass," because it wasn't even my fucking package I wanted in the first place. That came by UPS. Fucker.
No, I got my Tommy bag, got my Kappa bag.
My neighbors making fun of me because I have a Merce. Amazon driver fucking laughing at my face and goes, "Hey, man, I'm gay and I don't even have a fucking Merce," and just makes me really brought me down a couple of levels this week. I have been brought down a lot.
For some reason, I feel like it's not really a gay thing for guys to wear purses right now. Like, I don't see a lot of, when I say that, I don't see a lot of gay guys wearing purses when I think about it. Like, I just don't.
No, dude. And listen, this is the only reason why I decided to break down and buy like a shoulder bag, like a little shoulder bag. It's a little
stuff. Yeah.
It's because I realized, dude, I'm walking around and basically emptying out my pockets onto the shelves, and I'm going to lose something. I'm going to lose my wallet. I'm going to lose my keys. I'm going to lose something. Just throw it. Just get a bag. Like, just get
and I'm not going to wear cargo shorts everywhere. Fuck you guys.
And I even wear cargo shorts, and it's too much. Okay? It's too much.
I can't withstand cargo shorts anymore.
Dude,
my cargo pants became a thing like 2 years ago again, and I haven't gotten a single pair because I just don't like cargo pants or any of that.
Yeah. Okay. Usually after the wishes, we usually go into the news. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no news.
To laugh at a little bit.
I have no news this week. I don't. I don't have any news articles. I didn't go digging the news. I've been busy working, and none of you all sent me anything, so I don't have any weird things to talk about, really. So I didn't do any news this week.
I'm sorry, I forgot to flush the toilet.
But did you get yelled at? Dude,
I
hold
heard
on.
her flush it, and I yelled, "I'm sorry."
Did you leave?
Wait. If you flush the toilet in this house and then the water for like sink or showers on or anything, it loses all of its power while the toilet's refilling.
Water pressure.
Yes. So I try to just get in the shower and then remember to flush afterwards.
Did you leave a floater?
Oh, I left.
Oh, gross. All right, we're moving on. All right, we're done. Moving on. All right, so we have no news, but I do have a couple of things that have pissed me the fuck off this week, and I think we need to talk about them.
All right.
Let's start with this fucking professor at a Northern Illinois University. Okay. What's the university? Was it Northern Illinois?
I don't know.
Northern Illinois University, NIU. He outlined to his students that if you do not abide by these rules in his class, it is a manifestation. Fuck, I can't pronounce it. My enunciation is bad.
Manifestation.
Thank you. Of ableism.
I don't know.
Nope. ABLEISM. Ableism. It basically.
Ableism?
Huh? Thank you. Y'all know I can't enunciate real well. And
No, that wasn't enunciating. That was just you couldn't even say that word.
Yeah, I can't even say the word either. But it's a manifestation of racism. If you do not follow his mask guidelines in his fucking classroom, even though there's no fucking mask.
Shut the fuck up.
You're a fucking cunt.
This dude.
Shut the fuck up. And I'm just gonna say this
He
real
goes,
lightly.
If students don't comply with his mask mandate in his classroom, students do not comply, they will be booted from the class according to his syllabus. Masks are required at all times, and it is not pleasant, but it is for your health and safety, my health and safety, and the health and safety of your friends and colleagues. If you do not follow this requirement, you'll be asked to leave. It's all according to his syllabus.
I want to say this lightly, but there's a decent demographic around Chicago and stuff and Northern Illinois.
He's white.
That I know he's white, but there's a decent demographic out there. Don't really like being told what to do in a government setting and told what to kind of take and stuff. There was kind of these vaccines back in the 60s in that area that went really, really bad for those people. And just some stuff, things like that you might want to think about.
Hey, buddy, that was in Tuskegee. That's in Alabama. But yes, I know what you're talking about. It.
There was some shit up there also.
I know there's been shit a lot of places that fucking people have done. It's been fucked up. I'll let you know this professor needs to
Shut the fuck up.
My guy, it's not the
shut,
area to be doing that.
Just shut the fuck up, bro. Just if you are not happy with the way that people are now freely living their lives mask free past this bullshit pandemic,
Shut the fuck up.
And fucking stay at home. Okay? There's plenty of stay-at-home jobs now. Stay the fuck home and quit
still be a
fucking it up
professor
for the rest of
You
us.
can still be a professor and stay at home. Hey, like,
Jesus.
you can still mostly keep your job.
Like, seriously, what the fuck, bro? Just move the fuck on, man. We're all trying to get past this shit. We don't need you fucking lecturing us about fucking what you feel is clearly
trying to enjoy our lives.
When the CDC can no longer tell you the difference between a vaccinated person and an unvaccinated person, you need to
shut the fuck up
and move the fuck on, okay? Fuck, it's over. The gimmick is over. We're all past it. We're all done. If Chris Christie can survive this motherfucker, everybody should have been able to, okay?
And I just don't even like talking about
I don't want to talk about it no more. I'm moving the fuck on.
Exactly.
That's it.
Want to play a game of whack fuck? What's whack fuck? Whack fuck.
All right. Now the other thing that is grind my gears, and I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that we have to talk about fucking President fucking Weekend at Bernie's, okay?
You saying that makes me miss Futurama.
Why is that?
The grind my gears.
Oh, I don't know why. The grind my gears. I couldn't. Okay, so did anybody watch this fucking speech? Did anybody watch fucking President fucking Bernie Hitler fucking up there behind his red fucking glowing red lights with the Marines behind him, saying that people that are normal living Americans are now fucking terrorists because we disagree? I don't disagree with them. Well, I disagree with a lot of his shit because people disagree with everybody that people are terrorists.
Shut the fuck up.
All right. I don't have a problem with the speech. Whatever, fucking Bernie Hitler. Don't give a shit. Okay. Go fuck yourself. I didn't vote for you. I'm not voting for you the next time either. Okay. If you can run or make it there before you shit your pants, you fucking robot. Here's my problem. CNN. Everyone has seen the picture now of fucking angry grandpa, okay, up at the fucking podium. Have you not seen it? Google it, okay?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Okay.
I thought you meant
With the
someone holding a sign or something.
No, he's angry grandpa. Do you see him with his hands up? And he's like, "Rah!" and you got the red lights behind him and the Marines and their fucking dress blues fucking standing there. He's like declaring fucking civil war. And then you have the cunt on MSNBC saying civil war is fucking here. God damn it. Turn off your fucking TV and go talk to your neighbors. The world ain't that fucking bad.
Yeah.
But here's my fucking problem is
Jesus.
fucking CNN. They fucking made the fucking red lights magenta. They went through and fucking lighten up the lights where it's almost pink. You act like
Are
it
you
wasn't a
serious?
fucking live thing, CNN. We all seen it. What the fuck?
That's funny.
How fucking dumb do you think we really fucking are, you big dumb fucking retards?
No. And the funniest part to me is I know it was some manager or producer being like, hey, we were talking about this. And the lighting guy's like, oh shit. And like has to do it live then. Just
Dude, they were probably like, oh my God, this looks so bad.
you know,
Oh my
the
God.
lighting guy's innocent. For me, I like the lighting guy's innocent. He just doing his job.
No, they went through afterwards and showing the highlights and lightening up as the reruns.
Oh,
so it
you
wasn't that
meant
bad.
like live. They were like turning the
No.
lights.
No, it was live and it was like a dark red, like red. The lights were behind them. CNN went and redid it, showed the broadcast and lightened it up for it was like almost pink.
Oh,
How fucking, like I said, how fucking dumb do you think we are? We watched it live.
just trying to do the like subtle psychology stuff. Yeah.
Like, for fuck's sakes.
Shut the fuck up.
It's
And
starting
here's-
to itch.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't scratch it. But afterwards, that's the funny point. Like the night before, you had you had fucking Bernie Hitler fucking yelling us fucking civil war is coming, and then the next day you have fucking Bernie Rogers. He looks like fucking Mr. Rogers at his desk. He's like, I don't believe anybody's
Yeah.
evil and terrorist. He's just standing up, and it's just like it's okay. It's like
He's just giving a script every day. You've seen his card, right? His
Yeah.
card sits on his
I
desk.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
And here's another thing: why do they show him on a soundstage and never in the White House?
Oh, let's not.
He's
get
always
into
on a
that.
soundstage. He's never in the White House. You don't see him in the Oval Office. You don't see him in the Rose Garden. You see him shitting his pants. He's walking towards helicopter uno numo. Other
And
than
so,
fucking that.
I have a genuine
Sorry, I gotta get
question.
off the political bit. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, I have a genuine question real quick because like I just don't have context for this. Was it kind of common for other presidents to do like press and like right in front of the White House and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trump would fucking Trump would show up in the middle of the
Yes,
fucking
I remember Trump. I'm kind of
and during the press
before
during the
that.
press hearings and kick the fucking press secretary out and start taking questions.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, before him, like
And Obama used to do it, in the
Okay.
Rose Gardens and the Oval Office and so on and so forth. This dude's been doing it on sound stages.
okay.
Why? Because there's not enough fucking teleprompters in the fucking White House for him.
Yeah,
Can we
I
all
can see
believe
that.
81 million Americans should get their ass kicked for fucking elderly abuse now? This is fucking sad. And then you got fucking cackling. Dude, I noticed this the other day. I've made
he
fun
has
of
to stay alive though.
Hold
and
on,
I hope
I
you
would-
realize that
what's that?
he has to stay alive though, and I hope you
I
realize
know
that.
because we don't want fucking hands, cackling hands. I noticed the other day, I've made fun of her so much by her fucking hand gestures that I
Oh, I
was
hate that
talking to
bitch.
someone that I was doing it. And I went, I talk with
And-
my hands normally. If you see me on the left cams, I'm usually like, hey, finger point guy and fucking moving and shit like that. I was literally doing this, talking to someone going on about something.
Yo.
And I went, and that person looked at me and went, what the fuck you doing? I went, so I make fun of somebody.
That you pick up other stuff.
And I kind of picked up on this and they're like, oh, okay. And I don't think they realized who I was making fun of. Like realized I was making fun of. I'm pretty sure they might have went home because that night she was on the news doing this, and they're like, "Oh my god, that guy was doing that at the store and caught himself." Yeah, that's who I make fun of. She's an idiot. She's a big dumb idiot.
Oh, and like it's not either of us are against a female president, nothing like that. That's not even a thought for us. It's just not this one, not her.
Yeah. Tulsi Gabbard. There's so many better choices. There were so many better fucking choices.
And like for me,
So many.
She's partly the reason why my dad's in prison for so long and all that. Like, no, she cannot be. No. I'm not gonna be one of those people that's like, I'm gonna leave the country and everything, but just please,
Can't do it no more.
please.
I have to make fun of it. I can't. It's the bottles up in me. I can't do it.
Oh yeah.
If you're not watching this and laughing now, when Saudi Arabia's sketch comedy show is making fun of our fucking president or our fucking government, we're fucked. Okay.
Oh, I need to see that.
Oh, I think it's Saudi. There's some fucking. Oh yeah, dude. There is a Middle Eastern man dressed up as our vice president, and it's fucking hilarious. Okay, that's all I'm gonna go with. When they're making fun of us, we're fucked. All right. All right. What should we do? All right. Should we start with my biggest fear, or should we do a shout out to Asperger's? Because this sounds like an Asperger's thing.
I'm done with Asperger's.
You want to do the Asperger's thing?
Yeah.
All right. Asperger's, this is for you because this sounds exactly like something you would do at your office if you worked in an office.
Whenever you talk like him, it's my favorite thing when you try to imitate him. It's
Who?
hilarious to me. Asperger's, because he has such a cadence to his voice.
He does, and it's terrible. I don't know why that guy just never showed up on stage somewhere. I'm gonna give someone
such a weird cadence to the way he talks.
He called me the other day. We got on a subject the other day, and I was in tears laughing on my front porch that my neighbors and like I'm on my porch by myself, earbuds in. I was talking to Asperger's on the phone, and he went on a fucking epic fucking explanation of the way his brain works and what about a certain subject. I'm like, we have to fucking put this on tape. I'm like, he goes, I'm like, we have to record this. He goes, I'll get fired. I'm like, oh, it's going viral. I'm like, I'm pretty guarantee it's going to go viral. He goes, I'm going to get fired for that. I'm like, who cares? I'm like, we'll make millions off of it. That's all we need. I just want our 15 minutes. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. And I think you are the key to this because that, oh my God. All my neighbors were like, what the fuck? Do we need to call 911 on him? Is he finally losing it? Like, we know he has some shit going on. I'm like, is he like about ready to become like the Joker and start like blowing up buildings and shit like that, fighting off Batman? We don't know. Like, he's losing it. I'm just laughing at this asshole. All right.
Awesome.
This dude, if anybody who knows what I'm talking about, this sounds like something he would do.
Oh yeah.
TIFU by pranking my office a la Jim from The Office. I thought it would be funny to put a Bluetooth speaker in the ceiling and play sounds of cats over it. I found an 8-hour video of cats meowing on YouTube that was perfect.
Oh, no.
I paired an old phone to the speaker, tossed the phone in a drawer of an empty desk, and tucked the speaker under a ceiling tile. It was perfect. You could only hear the cats if you listened real close. It sounded like there was a cat in the ceiling, but you really couldn't tell exactly where it was coming from. I went to my office, got busy with work, and forgot about it until I went to break. I walked into the break room and several people were talking about the cat that must be in the ventilation system. I chuckled to myself while I grabbed my coffee and made a loop through accounting department to see if there were any more people talking about the cats in the ceiling. To my horror, half the ceiling tiles were removed and there were 2 maintenance men on ladders looking for the cat. They were real close to the speaker but hadn't found it quite yet. I just reversed out of there and went back to work. They eventually found the speaker, and shortly after everyone got an email from the big boss reprimanding the guilty party and asking for any information on the culprit. TLDR. I caused the entire accounting department to be shut down for 3 hours this morning by making them think there was a cat stuck in the ceiling. My bad. Update. A conspiracy theory emerged by the end of the day. Several of them don't believe that it was a prank at all. They think the maintenance people lied about it being a prank, that management made it up to get people back to work, and that maintenance is planning to set out traps and poison to kill it. One person claimed they absolutely heard the cat yesterday, and I ask you not. A couple of them claim they still hear it.
Some of them claim they still hear it. All right.
If that doesn't sound like Asperger's,
yes,
that is a move. And if that wasn't a move by his, I guarantee you he'll do it now. I'm just saying. I think he'll end up doing it. So I think he'll end up doing it. Do you think he'll end up doing it? 100%.
That's one's easy. That's easy setup. That's
So
you can make that fairly cheap. Just go grab like a $12 little speaker and just.
You can go buy a Bluetooth speaker for like $5-10 now. You can go buy a cheap fucking phone for
Like-
$20-30, a smartphone, and just boop boop. You're out maybe $30, and you can ruin your fucking office for a day. Glorious.
That's a good one. If you're at a good job, dude, that's an hour worth of work. Who gives a fuck?
Really is. Yep. And you might have one of those laying around. And you're like, I don't use this fucking thing anymore. Let me charge this thing up real quick. Bingo, bango, bongo.
And there's some of those that last like fucking 30 hours and dumb shit now. Some of the batteries in those are fucking ridiculous, even the cheap ones.
Oh, I know. Oh, God, that'd be hilarious. I'd be pissed if I was in that office constantly hearing a meow. I can't believe it's 10 o'clock in the morning and you're already drinking.
It feels good.
There's nothing wrong with a good
Hungover,
morning
it's
beer.
helping me out.
There's nothing wrong with a good morning beer, you know? But anyways, just saying. That sounds like something Kelly would do. Or Asperger's would do. Oops, my bad. I almost said your name. Everyone knows who y'all. That's bad. My bad. All right, everyone hear my biggest fear and why I like to keep my feet on the ground? Because I am literally afraid one day
Please tell me
something
it's a
like
hot air
this is going to happen to me.
Is it a hot air balloon?
No.
Okay. I need more evidence to show my mom and Kathy that
I've got a serious situation here. My pilot has gone incoherent. I have no idea how to fly the airplane, but I'm maintaining a 9100.
The voice you're hearing is not a pilot, but a passenger radioing for help. Audio captured from Live ATC details the communications between the plane, a Cessna Caravan, and the control tower at Fort Pierce in Florida.
Number 333 Lima Delta, roger. What's your position?
I have no idea. I can see the coast of Florida in front of me, and I have no idea.
Air traffic controller Robert Morgan was on break from working in the tower. Morgan is a 20-year veteran controller, but also a certificated flight instructor with 1,200 hours flying experience.
What was the situation with the pilot?
So this is kind of cool. The background video, they're using like a flight simulator to show what route the plane was on. That's funny. That's awesome. Sorry, I just noticed that and I was like, oh,
I don't know if it's the exact route, but it's similar. They're trying to.
Yeah.
But,
this is the newest flight sim from Microsoft. It's so much fun to play with.
So.
Yeah, sorry.
This is my biggest fear is to go up in a plane with a buddy and the pilot let it go. He looked at me and goes, Flarm? What? Flarm. Wait, are you having a stroke? Flarm. And just out he goes. Be like, I would literally just go like this. I'm like, fuck it. And just go straight down. I'm like,
Bermuda Triangle, just
deuces. Or I'd be like the guy in the fucking a couple weeks ago who just jumped out of the fucking plane and landed in someone's backyard.
Yeah.
But let's continue.
Is it incoherent? Is out.
Number 3 Lima Delta, roger. Try to hold the wings level and see if you can start descending for me. Push forward on the controls and descend at a very slow rate.
Controller Morgan had not flown the specific type of plane, so he pulled up this photo of the layout of the instrument panel and talked the passenger through it step by step.
I knew the plane's flying like any other plane. I just had to keep him calm, point him to the runway, and just tell him how to reduce the power so he could descend to land.
Data from FlightAware shows the flight's path. The first challenge to controllers, locating the flight and pointing the passenger-turned-pilot to the airport.
3 Lima Delta, maintain wings level and just try to follow the coast, either north or southbound. We're trying to locate you.
10-4.
Morgan's instruction paid off, guiding the flight to a landing at Palm Beach. Aviation experts call it a remarkable feat that left other flights listening in stunned, including a commercial pilot waiting for takeoff.
Did you say the passengers landed the airplane?
That's correct.
Oh my gosh, no, great job.
No flying experience.
Holy fuck.
Fuck that. That's why I'm driving. I'm driving everywhere from here on out.
So if I get my pilot's license,
Nope.
You're never going up with me?
Nope. Fuck you. Nope.
Really?
I like to keep my feet on the ground, James. I don't like. I'll probably get up there with you. To be honest with you, I don't mind flying. I really don't. I just no. Actually, probably not because I know you. You'd be like, hey, check this out, and fucking, and I'm like, you fucking prick. No, actually, no, not with you. No. That's like getting getting a fucking Subaru fucking Audi on a rally car track with your dad. That's a terrible decision.
I think that's a worse decision.
I'm just saying.
I was making fun of mom just like yesterday for her driving in her little Beamer, and she was just like, "You realize what your dad would be doing in this, right?"
I know he already done fucked up a clutch.
Yeah.
Maybe a gear or two, and like you wouldn't need first or second gear. It just jumped to third. Like,
no, she said that. I was like, yeah, I do.
All right, James, do you want to go with luckiest man alive or good brother?
Good brother.
Good brother first. All right, let's go with good brother first.
What are some of the most morally justified crimes ever committed? In junior high school, back in the early 80s, there was a bully of a teacher, I'll call him Mr. Maynard, who got his jollies from humiliating the girls in his class. If he caught them talking, chewing gum, or committing any minor infraction, real or imagined, he'd have them come to the front of the class, force them to bend over, then he'd swat their behinds with a wooden paddle until they cried. Although the girls were barely into their teens, he'd especially pick on the early bloomers among them. All of the other teachers knew about this, but did nothing. Mr. Maynard had been there longer than any of them, and was considered the alpha male of the school. Anyway, the day came that Mr. Maynard gave the paddle treatment to the wrong girl. I'll call her Faith. After humiliating her and hurting her in front of the entire class, Faith went home and told her big brother, Tony. Tony came to school the next day, beat the ever-living crap out of Mr. Maynard, and was dragging him feet first down a flight of stairs, with the perv's head bouncing on every step, before he was finally stopped by 2 male teachers. When the details came out, Tony was not charged, he was still in high school, but he agreed to transfer to a different school. The school immediately banned all corporal punishment at the junior high level and above. And Mr. Maynard retired.
Fuck yeah.
That's a good brother.
Holy shit.
Can you imagine this girl going home telling her brother, didn't tell dad, didn't tell mom, told her brother when he goes, I got it. Oh, hey, little sister. Okay, I got you. The next day, didn't say shit. Probably walked in, picked up a fucking desk, smacked Mr. Maynard in the teeth with it. Yeah. Proceeded to whoop his ass, and then proceeded to drag him down the flight of stairs. Which have been, if I would have been a student in that school and would have watched that happen, I would have been like, "Oh, I'm watching this the entire time. I'm following this guy. I'm following this dude wherever he's going." And I hope that kid, like, wherever that kid is now, like, I don't know how long ago this was or when this was, he should be president. Like, we need to find him and he should be president. Like, let's vote that dude president. Like, that dude seems like he has a good moral compass. We need some shit like that in office.
Dong, 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 dong.
What do you think that? So if you're a teacher and you come walking and you're like, what's that sound? Say you're come walking upstairs and you hear it and you're like walking with another teacher, like say me and your teachers, we come walking, like, what's that sound? That's weird. All of a sudden you just see the student dragging one of our colleagues down the stairs. Hey, buddy, like, what do you say? You just like, hey, Kevin, what are you doing with Mr. Maynard there? You want to talk about it? Or are you just going to be like, I don't see shit, I'm going to go down this way? And
from just my assumption of what this kid's like, it probably would be the first of like, hey
Kevin, hey buddy, let's have a conversation real quick. We need to talk.
He might have had some special strength or something, like, I don't know.
Oh, retard alert. Retard alert.
That really stopped you.
You mean that?
Yeah.
Okay. hey, okay, you good? Or can you imagine if it was like, say it was you, Alvin came up to you and you fucked up the teacher.
I'd do the same shit. Yeah.
And you would just be like, hey, Jamie. Hey, James, what's going on, buddy? We know you're
I'd
a little wild.
explain it fully. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Maynard here decided to fucking drop my sister's pants and paddle on her ass, pay her ass yesterday in the fucking coat closet.
Yep.
And then proceed to take his finger and go boop boop and doorbell her butthole. We have a fucking problem, and I just solved it for you. What do you think about that?
Pretty much, yeah.
Just saying. Do you think? I mean, I hope Mr. Maynard got his pension taken away.
I mean, I laid a kid on the back of his head because of doing shit to Alice.
You know,
like he probably got some CTE from my ass. Like, so.
You know what? Easily. Hey, you know what? I want to. And instead of luckiest man alive, this is what they should have done to Mr. Maynard, if you ask me. All right, this is what they should have done right here. All right, let's talk about it. Let's see what you guys think.
All right.
Think it's what they should have done?
What's the worst form of torture to have ever existed? My vote goes out for the goats. You take rope and tie someone to a chair. Strap them down so that they move their legs or arms. Then take a big bucket of salt water, then dip their feet in it. Leave them like that for about a day with their feet just soaking in salt water. Once the day is up, kick the chair over so their feet are up in the air. Then bring in a goat. It'll find his salt-soaked feet and start licking. And it won't stop licking. It'll keep licking past the flesh and muscle all the way down to the bone. And you know what doesn't get bored? A goat licking salt. You can scream and try to kick, but that persistent salt licker won't give up. It will just stand then on all fours and lick at your feet with a coarse tongue for hours. The worst part is it's just the victim and a goat in a room. Nobody to plead with or confess to or bargain with. Just a goat that likes salt. That goat would be the most dedicated, hardworking, and empathetic torturer you've ever seen.
I'm calling people a damn salt licker now. That's all I got out of that. I'm calling people a damn salt licker now.
You can call people salt lickers. Not, hey, we should do this to Mr. Maynard for fucking being an asshole. Well, that too. But yeah, salt lickers, what you got out of that?
I don't know why, but I like that damn salt licker.
That damn salt licker?
Fucking window licker. I love saying that already.
Oh yeah, now you got the damn salt licker. You know,
it's a slur against goats.
Fucking salt licker.
It's like a slur against robots as clangers.
What the fuck?
You've never heard that?
No. That sounds like that sounds like something my wife would call my testicles. Look at those clangers.
Yeah, and remember the Covenant from Halo?
Yeah.
A slur for them is split lips.
I remember that. Well, yeah, I remember saying that. They said that in the Halo show, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Which was terrible, by the way.
I couldn't really get through it. I was
Jesus
so happy for it coming out. Just stick with the books, guys. Just stick with the books. They're good for the most part.
You had so much material to fuck it up.
Just stick with the
books.
But
anyways, that sounds like something my wife would call my testicles. It's clangers. Look at those clangers. That probably is. That's not a slur for testicles? It's clangers, because that's the first thing I thought of. Somebody let me know. Am I not the only, like, when you said clangers, I'm like, that sounds like testicles. Like, that's the first thing I thought of.
No, I can't remember what game it came from, but there's a video game that the main character calls robots clangers.
Yeah.
And I just love it so much. It was some Ubisoft game, I know that.
I think, all right, so I'm just a weirdo. All right, let's talk about the luckiest man alive, shall we?
Yup.
Records that will never be broken. Part 4. This is Frano Selleck. He holds the record for the luckiest man in the world. In 1964, he fell 30,000 feet from a plane and survived by landing on a hay bale. 19 others died in the crash. He also survived a train that derailed and crashed into a river, killing 17 people. As well as that, he miraculously survived being hit by a bus, his car falling 300 feet off a cliff, the fuel tank exploding on his car and being set on fire by a fuel pump malfunction. Overall, he cheated death 7 times. Finally, at the age of 73, he won the jackpot of $1.1 million on the lottery and lived a peaceful life until he passed away at the age of 86.
Where would you like me to rewind, start over, or anything that you need to hear again?
I want to learn about the other 4 times he cheated death, but
yeah. Falling from a plane and from 30,000 feet and landing.
4?
Huh?
What are the other 4? Like, how fucking crazy?
Oh no, he probably, a bullet grazed his cheek and a fucking drive-by. Like, I don't know, like something weird like that. I don't know. He had probably had terminal cancer and survived, like normal everyday person shit, right? The 30,000 feet and landing on a fucking hay bale. Like, what are the odds on that? Of course, he was destined to win the fucking lottery. Like, jeez, that's wild, isn't it? That's
yeah. What do you? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what do you do? What are you fucking doing? Like, how do you, like, when he wakes up every morning, that, like, what do you think? Like, after the 4th or 5th time, what do you, how do you wake up? Like,
you live your life peacefully until you're 86.
Do you just wake up and like, I'm just gonna eat a whole bunch of shrooms today?
You want to get to 86, and this motherfucker made it to...
I won't see. Yeah, I don't want to see.
I don't want to see 80. Barely. I'll be out of here after 80 shortly.
Me and my neighbor were talking. Me and my neighbor were talking. We're on the 80, and I'm agreeing with him. I'm on the 80 and out plan. If I'm making the 80, I'm checking out. I've done enough. I've lived enough.
That's when I'm gonna be the biggest asshole of my life. And
I'm pretty sure
I'm ready.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, if I'm in this much pain with my knees, hip, and back, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be exactly a pleasant person then. So, bro, like 80 and out. This dude's seen 86 and he fell out of a plane, fell off a cliff, got set on fucking fire, was in a train accident, like, and cheated death 7 fucking times, like, and won the lot. Like, Jesus, this guy should have wrote a book.
Yeah, like my plan right now is when I hit like 65 to kind of start blasting over my face and doing my actual face tattoos and stuff. And like 80, if I'm still around, I'm probably just gonna like black out everything and just be like, no, I don't want to be here. Fuck off.
Like, I'm just saying.
I don't want to get to 80. I don't know who does.
Dude, at 80 and out, like when on my 80th birthday, I might do a whole bunch of DMT, whatever fucking crazy psychedelic drugs, and just see what happens. I'm going to push the complete outer limits. And if they're like, hey, man, you did so much, today is the day you join us, so be it.
Yeah. Like there's nothing past 80 I need to see. I'm gonna live a good enough life. I'll travel enough.
Like,
I don't need to see past 80.
When I hit on my 80th birthday, I want to see the Grim Reaper, and he's gonna say,
"Hello, motherfucker."
Yeah. You're gonna be like, "Gotcha, bitch," and I'm like, "Yes, you do. I am yours." You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. I ain't
80
going
now.
far past 80.
I can't believe it. All right.
Now I think still stuck around. Like, no.
Now everybody needs a friend, I think, kind of like this guy.
Yeah, you always have a good closing one.
No, I got 2 more.
Oh, okay, cool.
2 more.
Am I the a-hole for not taking down my video that was a gift from my best man? I have a sister that's 6 years older than me. My parents for years canceled on me last minute because of my sister. I have a basketball game. Ops sorry sister doesn't feel like going out. I am graduating. Ops sorry sister had a bad day at work. They have missed both major and smaller events in my life because of her meltdowns. I met the love of my life. We decided to tie the knot. From the beginning I told my parents how I am worried my sister will ruin another special moment in my life. My mom told me over and over again it would not happen. The day of my wedding, I received a voicemail from my mom saying they couldn't come because my sister's dog was sick and she was upset. I was hurt. My best man, however, is a jokester. He took my phone, then went to my fiancée and asked if he could post a video of our wedding as a gift on social media. She loved his idea. I had no idea about it until I came home. Our honeymoon was at a lakeside cabin. No cell service.
So, everyone needs a friend like that.
Yo.
Dude went off, set up this picture of this guy. I forgot the other part. Sorry, my bad. The guy set up a picture of him dancing, like having a good time at the wedding.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, mom and dad wish you were here. And posted on fucking like Facebook and all over. And they were pissed at him. He's like, this guy was like, should I take it down? No, don't take it down. Your parents clearly cater to the one kid. Live your life, buddy. Fuck him.
My best friend is in a similar situation to that, and that makes me feel happy.
I know another kid that's kind of in a similar situation as well. Yeah, that word. And my heart goes out to him. I'm like, dude, we'll get you right, man. You'll be all right. We're gonna make sure you're okay.
Moved across the country to get away from it.
Jesus.
Yeah. If you got shitty dice rolled for you, you're dealt a shitty hand, you just gotta deal with it sometimes. Fucking sucks. I don't even think I have that sticker.
What's up?
Oh, I do.
What's up?
Don't be a dick, Confucius sticker.
Yep, you need it.
I do have it up on my desk.
All right.
You got another video?
Yeah, well, that's one. Sorry, I want to make sure it's this one. This one's last one's did not literally as rough as the last couple of weeks. Okay, I know.
Yeah.
The stepdad knocking out his mistress and grandpa letting grandma died because she ate bad tomatoes and it was her fucking fault. And then the previous week with the pipe bomb. So I'm going to take it easy on everyone this week and we're going to be okay, I think, through this one, but it's still Rufus. All right.
What's a secret you'll take to your grave but you'll share with Reddit because you need to get it off your chest? I was in a friends with benefits kind of situation with someone I didn't know super well a few months back, and she got off to the fact that a younger guy was into an older woman. I was 24 at the time and she was 40, and I mean, so was I. I love MILFs and she was right up my alley. But one day she stops talking to me out of nowhere and I find out that it's because she went to jail. Previously, she had told me she used to have a minor drug problem, which I was sympathetic towards because my mom did too, so I knew she was meeting with lawyers or parole people or whoever. And I was surprised she had relapsed because she seemed to be doing so well. Nope, turns out she had raped her 14-year-old son, and was just in my area awaiting trial or something. And she was so into our age difference because she was a pedophile and was using me as a kind of substitute. I was shocked and disgusted when I found out, but it made some of the things she said when we had sex make more sense. I had no idea and probably should have talked about it with someone, but I just felt like trying to forget it would work. And for the most part it has, but I'll still never tell anyone I know personally.
I want to know what she was saying during sex for him to go.
A little bit. I'm glad you grabbed that part. Yes.
I want to know where he went. She raped. Like, hold on. Would you think when he was like, oh my God, she fucking raped her 14-year-old son? And then he went, and then all of a sudden it like clicked in his head and he went, oh, it makes sense. Do you think it was that moment, or did he just went and just kept his mouth shut?
So I've had similar shit also to this. I don't know. I feel like it would just be kind of like
like I want to know what she was saying. Like I want to know how hardcore was it?
Yeah, no,
like,
it probably was.
Like call me call me mommy. Like, I need you
Probably
to call me
was a little
mommy.
bit of mommy stuff. It probably was some domineering stuff, but
You
then
think? Like, oh
I
man,
think I feel like in that situation, she's got to try to play it off to an extent of like, I'm not like that.
can we all agree? Like here recently, like men are pieces of shit. Like men are garbage. Men are fucking animals. We are basically baboons with an extra brain cell.
Oh,
We can all
there's
agree to that.
there's a handful of us good ones.
Yeah, I'm like, I wouldn't even consider myself a good one. I'm probably
I'm on the edge.
I'm on the edge of bad. I'm like, I like to hop across the. I like to play hopscotch with the good and bad line. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're a little bit further gone than I am, but
I mean, I leap pretty wide. You know what I mean? I swing pretty well both ways. All right.
to make those jokes though, you have to know that you're a good person, in my opinion.
My jokes?
Like some of the misogyny jokes, like you have to know that you don't have those kind of like
Oh yeah, I don't mean any of them. Yeah,
exactly. Like,
But-
and that's my view on a lot of comedy like that. To push that bar, you can't agree with that stuff.
sometimes being yeah, like any good like I was listening to some comedy comedics talk about comedy the other day, and they're like, any good comic knows the funniest thing to say might not be the most appropriate thing to say.
Yeah, you might not agree with it.
Yeah,
You might
but-
not.
Yeah, does a lot of things I say are all the stories I tell here are true? No, I'm kind of embellishing to make you fucking laugh a little bit harder, to make it a little bit better. But you know, and then all these are. Do I believe a lot of the shit that comes out of my mouth? No, I'm but fucking with everybody because it's funny. Okay, relax. But I want to know what she said to this dude to make him go, "Oh, that makes sense." Oh yeah, she does. She totally sounds like someone who'd fuck her 14-year-old son.
You do. It totally sounds like so.
Well, that makes sense. All right. That's all I got. That's all I got, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? Everyone survived, I hope. I hope you're still here and listening. We appreciate you. We really do.
It was stressful week this week, or stressful news this week, so there's no point of fucking covering it when it's all just lies.
Just all bullshit to begin with. So we went on a couple of rants. We yelled at a fucking professor too.
Yo, people that deserved it. I need to show you that song as soon as we stop recording.
I know. And then fucking Bernie fucking Hitler, just someone's pulling the strings. Fuck them off. Fuck off. All right. What do we got?
Nothing
Jamie,
much.
finish
Tank
it up.
_eater. Go watch Naked Robots. I just saw Dakota yesterday. He's doing good.
Do you
if
tell
he's
him?
watching
Tell
this-
him to go subscribe. Can you tell him to subscribe to the fucking YouTube channels if
He
we
is
shout him out?
subscribed if I'm not wrong, but
Tell all the Naked Robots fuckers. We get enough press for here.
if he is watching, let me just tell me when we can go grab a beer.
There you go.
Like,
All right.
Yeah, not much.
Cool. Patreon, $5 a month. Get the episode day early.
Please.
Lost Losers Podcast at gmail.com. If you want to send us some anything that you found weird and interesting, send it to us. Follow us on Twitter at losers_lost. Follow us on Instagram at lost_loser_podcast. Follow us on TikTok at Lost Losers Podcast. Basically, Google Lost Losers Podcast, man. I'm fucking everywhere. It's the easiest way to fucking find me. I'm easy.
The TikTok's good. It's funny.
Yeah, mine's.
Come join us.
Yeah, come join us. I'm starting to get better at it. I promise. I'm getting used. I'm old. Okay, fuck off.
I should start just doing reactions and sending them to you so you can post them on the.
We can
the
do
page.
that too. And on that note, let's get a piece of advice from another Jamie that we all love here.
Yes, sir.
We do. I love this guy. I need to reach out to him and have him on the podcast. Jamie, we love this guy. All right.
This is for the women on TikTok. How can you swallow a whole D, but you can't swallow your pride and just apologize to your man? Ridiculous. Stay up, kings.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share. We love you all. Goodbye.
Phone matches you.